What's going on, YouTube? In this episode we are replacing a battery 2015 Dodge Durango. Don't go to AutoZone and buy their $450, $500 batteries. You can get the same thing at Walmart for $150, okay? And then take your old one, return it back for $10 or $15 score charge. They'll give you $15 back if you bring your old one back after you replace it. So what kind of battery do you need for 2015 Durango plus minus? So you need a 94R battery or H7, one of those two. They're the same. They're the same format, and it requires from the factory they require 800 CCA cold cranking amps. This battery is 790. Good enough, will do just fine. Listen, I purchased Walmart batteries for many years. 20 plus years I've been using, and all my cars been replacing batteries with their Walmart batteries. Never had an issue. Probably dozens of batteries I did install myself on my cars, my friends' cars. Always been working fine, never an issue. So save yourself a bunch of money, hundreds of dollars. Go to Walmart, get yourself 94R battery, about $150. What do we need? If your battery died and you can't open a car, you have a dead battery. So what you need to do is you need to open your car with a physical key. On your remote there's a little latch in here. Pull that and the key comes out, right? In your driver's side door handle, just the driver's side. Open the door, right? And the door opens and you can get into the car. Unscrew your seat. I know it sounds scary, but it's not. Okay, so there's two bolts, one here, one there. Get yourself a flat blade screwdriver, pop those covers off. Bolts on the back, they're covered by these covers right here, so we can pop those covers. See right there? Boom, boom. Super easy. Like you're halfway there, okay? Hold on, let me get that. All right, so what you need is you need a 15 millimeter for these bolts right here. You can use impact driver, or you can use a ratchet. Same thing, don't worry about it. It shouldn't be hard. There you go, that's the bolt, okay? See right here, easy peasy. We're gonna do another one right here. You can do this by hand if you like. Let's go to the back. All right, here's your back. One. Let's go. 1 and 2 right here. Put him here on the carpet. We'll leave this guy right here. And let's go tilt this seat right like so, okay? That's all you guys need to do. And listen, I should probably vacuum this because I see some French fries from 15 years ago. No, I'm just kidding. Pull this cover off like that, okay? We'll put this guy outside, okay? And this is your battery. So the next step is to loosen the battery because it's clamped in there so it doesn't slide around. Where you see my extension 1 and 2, there are two 13 millimeter bolts. We need to loosen those up so we can remove the clamp that holds the battery in place, okay? And actually, look, the factory battery is 700 cold cranking amps, and they recommend 800. So we got overkill on that, but I looked up the specs and it says 800. So perfect. Here we got more than we need. So we need to loosen up. I need my hands, but we need to loosen up this one. 13 mil. Make sure it's a long socket because there's a bolt sticking out. And you need to unplug this little vent line so it ventilates the fumes from the battery outside of the car, so you don't breathe that chemical stuff. All right, so that bolt and that, let's get those removed. All right, so this is the bracket I was talking about. Look, I found 5 cents. Wow. All right, score. So this is the bracket from below there that's holding battery in place. And let me tell you something, guys, this battery looks really nice just because it's inside of the car. This is original factory battery from this car. This car is 2015, today's 2025. It lasted 10 years. That's crazy. 10 years. Normal battery about 5 to 7 years. Okay, expect to replace them every 5 to 7. But maybe because it's inside of the car and it doesn't hold extreme temperature changes and all of that stuff that's under the hood, maybe that's why. But 10-year-old battery looks pretty good. So let's do this now. We can move the battery. We're gonna loosen up this and that, these two bolts, and you need a 10 millimeter to undo this this guy right here. Just loosen up and it's ready to come out. I had to use a good screwdriver to kind of pop it out because it's you know, it was kind of holding very well. So now these guys are off. Now we can grab the handles. Again, I need 2 hands, but set those contacts inside. We need 2 hands and get this battery right out, and we're gonna put a new one in. All right, the new battery is in. We're gonna connect ground neutral first. Okay, lights came on. We're gonna tighten this up, tighten that up. We're gonna plug this vent back in. That's after we put the bracket. So, all right, quick tip, you need to set that clamp kind of down so it's see how it's sticking out, the battery pole sticking out, so it's on the same height as this little lip right here. If you need help, just get your ratchet and kind of bit it on this lip so it sits nice and deep in there. The positive didn't need that little action, but the neutral did. So let's tighten it up. All right, that bracket is back in. When you're almost done screwing it in, make sure you push it towards the battery so the battery doesn't move. Okay, you good? Don't forget to attach this vent. There's a little hole right there. I can feel it. It's right there. See, just like that. This is my wife's car, so surprise for her. Probably vacuum the other side, which is not bad, not bad. So I vacuumed it, put the cover back on. Okay, I did remove this little clamp from this wire just so I can loosen up this this hole. The seat can go further back, but you just go back, tighten those bolts nice and tight, and you're good to go. Listen, guys, if you're first time on my channel, check out my other videos. Tons and tons of Dodge Durango how-to videos. Subscribe. It costs you absolutely nothing to subscribe. Put that seat back on. You're good to go. Thank you for watching, and hopefully I have another video coming up soon.